Hello, and welcome to our corner of the internet. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John Michel. I am one of the owners of Mega Brain Comics in Rhinebeck, New York. I had a chat planned for tonight, which was also supposed to be live, which technical difficulties, so this is pre-recorded. I had a chat planned tonight with a good friend who has a new comic book series coming out, and at the last minute, he texted me and asked if there was room for one more. So instead of just one guest, I've got two. So we've got the writer and the artist from the upcoming series Mezo, Battle at Coban Rock. So please welcome writer Tyler Chin Tanner and artist Val Rodrigues. Let's see where they are. Here they come. Hey.
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 Hey, Val.
Hi. Hey, what's up, man? Sorry about this. It just wouldn't go live, so I figure we do this, and then as soon as it's done, I'll just upload it right to Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and, you know, the whole nine yards.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, a little less pressure.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Val?
Doing good. I'm doing fine.
Are you coming to us from Brazil?
Yes, I'm
cool.
in São Paulo.
Very cool. What time is it over there?
10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. A little late.
You guys are at bus? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't either. And this is the first time Val and I are talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have emailed and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I never thought to do a Skype or anything like that. So.
Oh, Mega Brain Comics, bringing people together.
Yeah.
Well, let me start by saying you guys first created the original series Mezo, and it's described as a Mesoamerican-inspired fantasy series.
Yes.
So can you tell us, Tyler, what is the original series about and kind of what inspired you to write it?
Yeah, so at the heart of it, it's fantasy. It's not historical, it doesn't take place on Earth. But the idea was I wanted to do all fantasy epics. But I wasn't sure what sort of setting, just world, characters, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I was sort of looking for ways to do that. I had some things in my head. Different sort of relations to doubt, mythology, land, that. It was actually his job.
Your audio sounds a little muffled.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Right.
I'll just move forward.
Oh.
Yeah, so when we graduated from school, I wanted to work with him, and we met, and, we talked about what we wanted to do, and, I mentioned this fantasy thing, and he said, well, if you want to do that, why don't you set it in sort of the Mesoamerican, Mayan, Aztec type of thing. I would love to design some characters, around that. And I said, that sounds great. He wasn't able to stick around with me. He went into storyboarding, and Archer, Star Wars cartoons.
Oh, cool.
So,
love Archer.
Yeah. He's doing really good. Yeah, but it was just too hard for him to do a comic on the side. So,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the one artist with a similar style, preferably also the background, things with the dunes, everything like that. And I saw Deep Roots. Val did rocks.
Oh, cool.
I
haven't.
Yeah. Oh, you should check it out. It's really cool. I saw his work in that. There's a lot of jungle and trees, there's like a knight in it, and not only,
Okay. Everything that you kind of needed for a Mezo.
But I can tell, so that, and it was a big like three-person too. I had written in mine as well, and so I was like, well, this person has shots. And
Very cool.
Reached out to Val over on Twitter, and I think I said, well, how did Glenn go about hiring very cool.
Yes, I guess you posted you needed an artist, and I answered. Yeah.
Nice. So, what year was that? Like, how long ago was that? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I guess.
not too long ago.
Yeah, Josh and I started 2016. It was just a slow process, and then this book came out in 2019, right? So maybe it was 17, 18. I'm gonna look at that copyright. Yeah.
Okay.
19.
So what's the original story in Mezo? Like, what's the plot? Without giving any spoilers or anything.
Okay. So there's this land of Mezo, which is very jungle, mountains, rich. One of the most advanced cities, which has been taking advantage of the tribe and things like that, sort of like this service. Their city is destroyed by what I call the rupture, which is a volcano, earthquake, it just destroys everything.
Cool. I mean, not cool, but
only the kids make it out, right? Except for
that's cool.
Yeah, except for one guy who's like 18, who's more like the spiritual leader, like he's in a flashback to this religious leader in this thing. And he kind of goes with kids, even though he's like 18, so he's like the oldest of them, right? And he brings these kids to this over the mountains. They escape, and they come to these other tribes. But he wants to, like, here they are like refugees, but he still sort of imposes this idea that they're less than them, kind of like.
Oh, so he's like trying to bring the caste system over with him, from the.
And we slowly learn like what happens in flashback, but they do get rejected, and he kind of uses that to fuel all these like children assuming that they are better than these other people, and he teaches them about his God, and they build his Zhao empire under the cool. The first volume is called Five right? And so we see this great empire, and now the new eclipse, that's what caused the last one. And he's convinced them that if they don't conquer the rest of the land, like every other tribe, the kneel to them, will be sacrificed in God's name, then another earthquake and rupture will set off the volcano eruption. Right?
Okay.
We've got this ticking clock of the eclipse coming.
Yeah.
His empire was like, we have to conquer it. Well, here comes Tina, and this is the first issue of previous, right? So she sees her father die in this first day. So kind of her job to bring the tribes together to resist that. And that's pretty much where we go.
Okay. So Val, for you, like what were some of like the bigger challenges for you kind of coming into this as the person that kind of has to visually translate all of this for the audience? I would think that partially since it's a fantasy, that might make it a little bit easier since you're not like tied too much to a lot of like actual historical historical stuff. But like what were some of the hurdles that you kind of had to work through with this?
For me, mainly because of the amount of characters that he has. Mezo has like many characters, and for me to get get used to these characters,
Yeah.
each one, and
you kind of have to give
I feel
one
like
their own,
yes,
like their own personality, like
their personalities and characteristics. And I feel like nowadays I'm drawing them way better than when I started.
I mean,
So-
by this point, you've gotten to know them a little bit better.
Yeah. There's like 8 main characters.
Oh, wow.
It's a real ensemble cast, and some of them are on different sides. Some of like the bad guys, you start to learn like, oh, are they good guys? And some of the good guys, you kind of wonder, if they're, So it's a lot to handle. And Val's doing great, and his work has been improving. It started off great. You can see that first volume it gets better, and then volume 2.
Yeah, I mean, the artwork
from-
in both
from-
books is like gorgeous. And
And I feel like from the start of volume 2 to the final issue of volume 2, there was a huge change in my work, because I went from traditional to digital, and my style has changed a little. So yeah.
cool. That's always like one of my favorite, just one of my favorite dynamics in comics between like the writer and the artist, because like, it starts with the writer who has the power to just torture the artist with things like, okay, now for the next 6 pages, it's a huge battle with like 1,000 people.
Huge battle.
I've done that with
Yeah, he writes it. He writes it in just sentences, and it's like 1,000 warriors, both sides. Yeah.
So
fighting.
So another thing that I always like about between like the writer and artist dynamic is like so being somebody that's like had to write for an artist before, I'll have like a script laid out and kind of give it to them and have my idea of how everything is, and I always love when an artist comes back to me and will say, this part is really cool that you have written here, but we could get rid of like all of these words, and I can translate this in like 3 pictures that conveys everything. Like, did you guys find that you had that kind of back and forth a lot? Like, were you able to kind of maybe reinterpret some things from the script?
Yes. Sometimes I will change a whole panel. I will erase a panel or add a panel to the page, and Michael helps us a lot with those things. Right?
the editor, yeah. He's
Nice.
a good go-between too. It's good to have him to be sort of like, when the layouts come in on the script, it's like, well, Val did this, but I like this, or how do you feel? Like, they'll ask me like how I feel about it, and I'm just like, yeah. I mean, if it works for the story, and that Val wants to do it. And speaking of like what you were saying, we're getting rid of these words. Yeah, I feel like the dialogue that I wrote right in the first draft that goes out, mostly I just, when the art comes in, I just cut it right out. Like, oh, I don't.
You end up kind of doing your own editing once you see the actual visuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I don't need to cover up his artwork, or it doesn't even need to be explained so much. You just have to say, like, I'm jumping off of this thing right now, or whatever, be a little more didactic, and then you see the pictures. It's like, they know, they get it, they see it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, so tell everybody what is the sequel, Mezo Battle at Coban Rock. What's the plot of this one?
Okay, so without spoiling too much of this volume.
Oh yeah. Try.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we know that in the first volume, the Zalgul Empire, conquers their first major piece of land, which is where we get Kima. Her father is killed, and she runs off, and she has to escape. So she's looking for this hidden tribe, which we learn more about. How they took off when these children first arrived, because they knew they were no good, and their leader was no good, right? So they're in search of them, right? And the only thing they know is to look for Coban Rock, which is sort of like this meteor-like rock sticking up. How they have out in that kind of thing. So they're searching for that in volume 1, right? But we learn about some of the mystical powers that the Zalgul have. That's something that builds along the way, well, they know exactly where to find them too. So they don't really have any chance except for like to turn around and face this coming empire. And that's what happened. It's like these united tribes, like who haven't seen each other and kind of don't have the best relationships themselves. Are like, all right, we need to put our differences aside, turn around, and final standoff, Golden Rock here.
Very cool.
Conquering empire, yeah.
Awesome. So how many issues was the original series? Was the first series?
It was 5 issues. We only did
Okay.
one. Back then, we only did the one printed issue.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were doing issue 1 and then going right to trade.
Yeah, we went right from 1 to the trade. We did do
Scout Comics was doing that for a while too, but I think they might have stopped doing that.
Yeah, and so I did as well. So Coban Rock is actually 5 individual issues, which I think is going to be a lot of fun to do this summer. First issue comes out May 4th, and it's monthly because we're already done. May, June, July, August, September. The book comes out in October.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to do that. It was a good idea to try that one issue of the book, but I don't know. I'm a fan. It's just like there. Like the comics and news sites like to report it. Some people are like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, but then some people are all the time. I don't know.
There's some series that I feel like there's some series that are almost written in a way that, like, as you're reading each issue, they don't, like, the story doesn't feel like it's individual issues. Like, it should almost be just a graphic novel or something like that. And then there are other series that there are graphic novels that I've read that I'm like, oh, this should really be broken up into like individual issues. Like it would play really well like that. So I feel like you have a really good grasp on like the spirit of monthly comics. So you know what I mean?
And I wrote these as 24-page, 5-issue, 24-page. I don't know, you just get it like for format. It's like, I like it. I like to know, okay, this issue is going to be 24 pages. And I just write to the 24 pages and make it somewhat episodic, but it's also like a 5-issue arc. So, I don't know about what do you think, since we haven't actually talked about that. Do you like doing a 24-page issue? Is that definitely, that's what you're used to too.
Yeah, I like it. I feel like the world building in this works very well. Like you see each side of the story, see it little by little.
Yeah.
It's very. The pace of it is very good.
Yeah.
So what's do you have like a favorite? I don't know. I guess like a favorite part of each story that you enjoy illustrating, Val, or like a favorite or favorite character or something. Like what? What's that?
Honestly, I really like drawing the plant creatures.
Oh, really?
And I don't know. I have something about drawing plants and trees. I like it.
I mean, it's cool.
And I like Pegor, the strong guy, because it looks like Judge Dredd and mixed with Conan and something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you get Judge Dredd down in Brazil?
Oh,
did you say Judge Dredd?
Sorry.
Did you say he looks like Judge Dredd?
Because of the way he's always angry, and
nice.
The character looks a lot like Judge Dredd, but stronger and bigger.
Yeah,
nice.
It's like a mixture of Conan and Judge Dredd. Now that you say that, I kind of think it sounds for sure.
What?
Yeah.
What what comic books did you grow up reading, Val?
Oh, I'm a 90s guy,
Okay.
All the Image comics.
Yeah.
The Spawn.
Nice.
And X-Men, Jim Lee.
Todd McFarlane.
The regular thing. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I remember. I I started collecting in the 80s, but like the 90s, like I was in it to win it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, but also, have other influences like Moebius and
Oh, nice.
Guys like that.
Yeah. So, what was there for you, Tyler? Was there like some inciting spark that like kind of brought this world, I guess, into your head? Like was there something that you were like, oh my god, this is like a story that I would really like to just kind of get out?
No, I was, so I mean, I don't know how much of your backstory. I was a teacher in Africa after 2002.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I took my lunch down to the river once, in a grassy tree, covered river, and just eating like my sandwich and just chilling out and just, I mean, the thing about being there is like I had no TV. I mean, this was 2003, 2002, so there wasn't much internet at that time anyway, like social media, but I mean, none of that. Just completely unplugged, just sitting there. And the story just came to me. The first scene is actually from issue 2 of volume 1. There's a river scene where the girl rescues her cat from a crocodile, like creature that almost eats it. And like, completely out of context of anything else or any bigger world. I just started coming up with that too. And I'm like, now I have to come up with a world, a bigger story to write this scene. That's how it sort of started coming together. Yeah.
So coincidentally, I mean not coincidentally, but earlier today, Disney Plus dropped the new movie Turning Red. And so I watched that with my boys today, and then they also dropped the making of, and the woman who created it and wrote it, she was talking about, they asked her, they were like, where did you get this story from, this world? And she talked about how a lot of times she's writing something, it really comes down to, she was like, oh my god, I would love to have a story with like, just a giant, adorable red panda in it. And she wrote around, she formed the story around just wanting to see, a giant red panda, kind of walking around and being adorable. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense, you had this moment in your head and you just kind of needed to string something together to bring that to life. That's cool. I like it. So when does Battle at Coban Rock hit? What's the release date?
First issue is May 4th.
May 4th.
Just a coincidence that's on a Wednesday. I mean, I wanted to launch it at the start of May, but May 4th is the Star Wars Day, so it's gonna, clash with. But that day is.
Hey, that's a good luck day.
Yeah. Hopefully people like the comic shop. So that's the first issue, and then it'll always be the first Wednesday of the month for 5 straight months.
Very cool.
So, September. Yeah, so I'm excited. Hopefully get out a little bit more this summer. Get some shops. Best I can, because it's been 2 years of none of that. So.
Well, for anybody that doesn't know, so my comic shop, Mega Brain Comics, we carry all of Tyler's books. Everything that A Wave Blue World has, we've always kind of got that on our shelves. And you can actually go to our website right now, megabraincomics.com, and there is just a collection right below the banner, and you can pre-order the first issue of Mezo Battle at Coban Rock right now if you wanted to. And you can also go in there and order the first volume right there, that one.
You're going to want to read this one.
You're going to want to read that. I mean, you're going to want to read it and look at it. It is, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous book.
Very good job drawing.
Yeah, man, you are really a wizard with with the pencil and the pen and the...
Thank you.
I'm trying to get him to draw as much Mezo as I can. He gets hired to do all these
So do you...
Yes.
Characters and stuff.
Do you guys have... I mean, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, but is there another story that's being told after these 5 issues?
Yes, he's working on it right now. He's working on the first issue of Volume 3, which will be out.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
And I hope to run it for 5 volumes each year at the same time if we can keep the output.
Oh, that'll be... keep it consistent.
Yeah, launch a new series every May for 3 more years.
Nice.
If Val doesn't... It's like, pay 1,000 soldiers fight 50 trees.
No,
Oh,
that's
God.
no problem.
All right, guys. So, so before we go, let everybody know where they can find you on the internet. Val, like, where can people find you on, like, either Twitter or Facebook or anything like that?
I mean, in Twitter, I'm _Val Rodrigues, and in Instagram, I am. Sorry.
That's all right. I mean,
In Twitter, I _Val _Rodrigues.
Okay.
Underscore.
So underscore
And
Val
in-
underscore Rodrigues.
yeah.
Instagram is just _Val Rodrigues.
Okay, so Instagram is underscore Val Rodrigues.
Yeah. The name,
Very
you can
cool.
see it on the screen there. He just starts with a number.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then Tyler, where can everybody find you?
Tyler Chintana on Facebook and Twitter. For some reason on Instagram, like it's Tyler _AWBW, which is Ways Blue World, which is
Yeah.
the company we publish. It just makes it harder to be consistent. Like I think Tyler on Instagram. Yeah.
You could change it on Instagram.
They wouldn't let me.
Really?
They said that, and I couldn't change it. Maybe I
Oh, wait, are you a blue checkmark person? No?
No, I just couldn't figure out how to do it.
Oh,
Because
weird.
that way,
Because I think I changed my name at one point on Instagram a couple of years ago.
I'll try it.
All right.
But anyway, I mean, it's pretty easy. Like either Tyler Chintana or Tyler _
Very cool. And for any of you out there, like I said, if you go to megabraincomics.com, you can pre-order your copy of Mezo Battle at Coban Rock issue number 1, and you can buy the original Mezo on there also, and also many other Wave Blue World comics that are in there. You've got like a ton of great anthologies and graphic novels, and yeah, if you haven't checked out any of their books before, you're in for a treat.
And
guys,
and science volumes too. Right?
oh yes, yeah, we have.
Anyway, we can't get them down to Brazil for Val.
Yeah.
We'll get them up there sometime. But
Hey man, maybe at some point you come up here to New York. Maybe when it's a little bit warmer. you probably wouldn't want to come now. Have you been to New York before?
No, I have never been.
Oh man,
My wife has been, but I didn't.
yeah man, we got to get you up
yeah,
here.
we'll get you up sometime. That's the only
Maybe,
come up.
maybe someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Some Comic Cons in the future. Okay.
And yeah, and that's it, guys. Thank you so much for stopping.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. This was fun. Good to talk to you. All right.